Well, we are back with another edition of Preseason Predictions for the SEC. I'm JK the Human. Thank you so much for joining us on the Swami Brothers channel. We'd really appreciate it. We're trying to make our way to 500 subscribers. I would like to get there before the end of this year if we can. So please like and subscribe. It'll really help us. We've just moved over to YouTube in May from another platform where they basically said I was a bot. By the way, I'm not a bot. I'm human. Here's my fingers, gray hair. I drink coffee, and yeah. Hopefully you're not a bot. We'll all stay human together. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Just quickly, Swami, by the way, is a real thing, but it's an algorithm. It's an algorithm that I wrote. It's not AI. It's over 30. It's long. It's long. It's a bunch of linear equations that run into each other that take a bunch of different things into account. And I started writing it on a notebook in the backyard 7 years ago. So this is a thing that's evolving and it's ongoing, but it's homegrown. It's mine. The reason why we're here is because friends and family said, hey, this is really good. You probably ought to start sharing some of this stuff. It might be fun. So that's what we've been doing for about 3 years now. And we're happy to be doing it with you. So welcome to the friends and family group. And here's what we know about South Carolina this year. So head coach Frank Beamer, I've got some notes over here. I'm sorry, I'm going to look away from the camera to read them. This is his sixth season, so obviously not a first-year story. He's built continuity, that's for sure. So like a few of the other programs that we've talked about in the series so far, he is returning, and he has a lot of his pieces returning. But I can just tell you, I think there's real pressure. I think it's hanging over him. He went 4-7 last year. He was 1-7 in the SEC for the 2025 season. His athletic director had to publicly confirm he'd stay on. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. Had to publicly confirm that he'd stay on for 2026. Some experts, not me, I'm not an expert in this, have suggested he could be fired if this season goes poorly too. I've been watching college football for a long time. I could have told you all that without having to actually go and look it up. It's, the wonderful thing about sports, and I hope I don't trigger anybody here, is that it's merit-based. And the thing that I love most about college football is there are no ties. If you're a competitive person like me, I hate to lose. That's why I built this whole thing. You love things that actually are determined through effort and clear judgment that one thing is or is not what it is. That's what I love about sports, the finality of it. And there's that, it makes it that much more important. It's like life. You get it until you don't. And it's fun. So, extremely important stuff. Drama everywhere. Tensions run high. And from watching this South Carolina and Beamer, who's a fun guy to talk to, another coach. Wouldn't mind drinking a beer with him. But he's had a lot of trouble in the SEC at South Carolina. And all right, so what else does he have going for him? Well, he's bringing in Kendal Briles. This is a good idea. Kendal's a known commodity. He's got an offense. He knows how to run his offense, and he can definitely help. He's kind of a mobile quarterback offense kind of guy, and they have at South Carolina. LaNorris Sellers, this guy is really talented and very mobile. And he can do a lot of explosive things, and everybody was he's had a lot of eyes on him, with a lot of people saying, okay, he's coming along, this is going to go great, and it just hasn't yet. So maybe it works with Kendal. We're gonna look at the season, make some predictions either way. It's also worth noting that this is the 4th offensive coordinator in 6 years under Beamer. So to my friends and family, they've heard me say this. I've never said this on the channel before, and I'm not trying to pin this on LaNorris Sellers, because I wouldn't do that to somebody else. But I have seen and I have experienced the kind of just wonderful athlete at a position that just is so good that they're great, but they're not great at one thing. And oftentimes, I've actually said it to all of my close friends that guy's a coach killer, or that guy's a coach killer. And what I've meant by that is, he's so good you can't pass him up to go with the next player that you have, but he doesn't fit your system. And when all the pieces don't fit together, these are very complicated. Like a football team, to go out and compete against other football teams at this level, these are very complicated machines, if you want to look at the organization like a machine. And when you have one piece, even though it might be the best piece that was ever made, but if it doesn't fit your machine, it doesn't matter. This could be that situation. When you go through 4 offensive coordinators in 6 years, something's wrong, obviously. But hopefully Briles with LaNorris, they actually have, I wish them success. And it should be fun to watch that. Defensive coordinator Clayton White, this is his 6th season, so he's been there the whole time. Continuity's there between him and Beamer and everybody else. This is a hot seat. He's on a hot seat. Beamer has to do something. You don't get to stay in the SEC if you're having 1 in 7 years. It's just the way it is, and that's how precious the positions are, and that's how important these games are, because it's somebody's job that we're talking about. All that being said, not to be a complete downer, I think it's going to be fun. I want to see them develop. I wish them the best, and let's just take a bite out of the schedule and find out what's going to happen here. So according to Swami, they have their opener versus Kent State. They're at home. And Swami has this as a season opener, very comfortable win to start the year. And so we're going to go ahead and mark that in green right here. Should be very comfortable. We'll get our first look at what the Kendal Briles offense is going to look like there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. September the 12th, Towson, an FCS opponent. On every single schedule we've looked at in all of the other schools that we've done so far, FCS opponents were comfortable wins for SEC teams, and that streak is still alive right here. Nothing's changed. Swami believes this to be a confident win as well. September the 19th, they're at home. Here comes their first real test, right? This game is Mississippi State. They have a lot of pieces they're changing as well. We talked about that when we covered them. About the same amount of pieces, actually. So we've got this numerically on paper. This is, according to Swami, this is the pick'em. We don't know anything about these two teams. So, especially since they have variables at key positions that have to do with how either the offense or the defense moves. So then September the 26th, you're going on the road and you're going to Tuscaloosa and you're going to lose. So sorry, not to be rude, but that's where the math lies. And if you could do something, that's when you do it. So if you can prove all the algorithms wrong, you want to get yourself out of the hot seat, that's a good one right there. You could pull that off, you get to play another year, right? You get to coach another year at South Carolina. And when I say all this is all opinion. I don't know these people. Never met them, and I do wish them success. Don't get me wrong here, but they got to do it. After I gave the big speech about merit, you have to understand this is where I stand on it. And he needs to, like, a win right there would really help him out because that seat's hot. October 3rd. So they're back home. Kentucky's coming in. Unfortunately, it's a pick 'em just based on what we know and don't know at this moment. So would love to have said that, yeah, that's a confident win, but we just don't know. And it's based on history, right? That's how we get numbers to begin with. So October 10th rolls around. They have to go to the swamp. It's a road trip. But Florida, we've talked about this. Florida's rebuilding. They have all new everything. New people all the way around. I don't know who the quarterback is. Just too much there for us to say anything other than it's a confident win for South Carolina. So at this point, you're 3-1 with 2 unknowns. And then you're home and Tennessee comes in. Now, these teams don't like each other. Swami has it as a pick 'em. I can't wait to watch this game. As long as South Carolina's not taking any unsolicited advice, this should be a win for Tennessee. But we'll have to see how that turns out. I'm looking forward to that game. October 31st at Oklahoma. It's an away game. You're going to Norman. I guess one of the strongest teams in the series as we've looked at them so far. And Swami has predicted that one as a loss. That's a loss. Then you're back home. It's good to be in comfortable surroundings, familiar surroundings. Should have an edge. You will have the crowd on your side, hopefully, and then you're going to lose in front of that crowd to Texas A&M. It just mathematically, it is what it is. Till something changes there. Then November 14th at Arkansas. It's an away game. It's a road trip. This one actually is about as close as you can be to equal. And so we've got that as a pick 'em. And then you're back at home, and Georgia's coming into town. And at this point, you have a home game against, as we reported earlier, Georgia's undefeated on paper squad at this point. It's going to be the toughest game of the year for South Carolina. That's another one where you you get away with a win there in front of the home crowd, your home crowd with Georgia, and that definitely, that keeps you there. But a bad loss could really, really hurt you. We've got that as a loss. And then season finale, rivalry finale, road trip, rival, like the last game of the year, these in-state just grudge matches. It could go in any direction. These things are always crazy close, lots of fun, lots of drama. We've got this one as a pick'em. It's going to be an interesting story in South Carolina. Can he turn it around? I don't know. It's as somebody who watches numbers, I think I've already seen what I need to see. So 3 confidence wins, 5 pick'ems, 4 predicted losses. I can feel the hate coming at me already in the comments section, and please bring it on. But you are what you do. You are what you do. And you leave a path. And people like me can see it. And we know where you're going. And that's what I got to say. So 3 confidence win, 5 pick'ems, 4 predicted losses. It's a floor of 3-9, a ceiling of 8-4. 8-4 might be enough to keep him around. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. I love crazy college football games, but not all of it as fun as college football. And that being said, please be kind to one another. It's not that hard. And please like and subscribe. Please tell people about me. I need all the help I can get. And most importantly, thank you so much for watching.